your mind right and make this work. Let's go to work. Come on, everything you got last round, everything you got. Go get it.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back into GCU Softball Stadium, the second game for the Lopes in the GCU Invitational on Saturday. This one against the Big Ten Minnesota Golden Gophers. And this morning, a tough loss against the Iowa Hawkeyes, 12-1, and really wanting to get back on it for the Lopes. Let's start off with this. First of all, Dewey Jeffries alongside Alex Larson. And Dewey, let's start off with this. For the Lopes, they have inexperience on the mound, but that may not be a bad thing.
Not at all. Yesenia Morrison has not played as much as Alexa Kuntz or Bobo Aguilar-Bacage, but this is a good opportunity for her to get some more experience and get some more comfortability being on the mound pitching. We also have Amber Pfizer for University of Minnesota going up. She has 75 strikeouts against 30 walks. That is an incredibly experienced and incredibly strong pitcher that Minnesota is putting up out there.
That's right, 78 innings pitched, and we've talked about that the last 3 games, actually, Georgetown and Iowa as well. The pitchers really many more strikeouts than walks, so they're getting a lot more pitches to hit, but GCU really struggling last game, only 5 hits and 1 run. Iowa 8 hits and 12 runs, but 2 errors for GCU in the field, so they're definitely going to need to clean it up there. Minnesota just coming off a win against Georgetown, an 8-0 win in 6 innings, so GCU is going to have their hands full tonight, Dewey.
Absolutely. The Lopes played Georgetown twice yesterday, the first time losing to them 5-6, and the second time winning by the same amount as Minnesota today, 8-0, and with that balanced kind of playing that the Lopes played against Georgetown, we probably feel that there's going to be a lot of effort, a lot of concentration that's going to need to go into this game if they're going to come out on top.
Yep, well, we're ready to go. GCU taking the field. Go through the lineups real quick for the Lopes. Batting first, catching, Nikki Gonzalez. At short, Shay Smith. At third, Sierra Smith. Designated player, Jordan Keaton. Batting fifth and center, Lainey Gomez. At second, Lorianne Olson. And right, Taylor Kay. At first base, batting eighth, Kaylee Dietrich. And in left field, Maddie Dowdle for the opposition, the Golden Gophers. In center field, Ellie Jensen. At second base, McKenna Partain. Catching, Kendall Lindemann. At first base, batting cleanup, Sydney Dwyer. In right field, Maddie Houlihan batting fifth. Batting sixth at third, Danielle Parlick. In left, Erica Roselle. At short, batting eighth, Allie Arneson. And rounding things out as the designated player, Caitlin Kemet-Mueller. And real quickly, before we start, this is a lineup that's a little bit switched. Nikki Gonzalez leading off.
Absolutely. Nikki Gonzalez usually tails for the Lopes in the batting roster, just for that extra added power that they need towards the end. But like you said, Alex, she is starting out first batter today.
Well, we'll see her at the bottom half, but here the Lopes, as they were away, the designated away team in the first game, they are back to the home team, and stepping in for the Gophers, Ellie Jensen, the center fielder. 2 for 4 first game, as that first pitch in there from Morrison for a ball, and we're underway.
Had a little bit of rain out here earlier today. Field is a little bit damp, but that's not going to stop the Lopes or Minnesota from playing at their best tonight.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a massive sell to hit Phoenix, and it kind of evaporated as that one slapped into left field on the line. It's going to get into the corner, and here goes Jensen rounding first into second. Wants third, but goes back, and she's in there to lead things off with a double, and we're going to have to get used to that here. The Golden Gophers, a very good offensive team.
Strong, like you said, strong start for the Golden Gophers. Double right off the bat, literally.
Yeah, no pun intended there.
As they get ready, as they start this first inning, the Golden Gophers are going
right for the jugular. Yeah, and a runner on second in scoring position as stepping in McKenna Partain, 356. She is getting the job done, 21 hits and 59 at-bats, and 17 RBIs. That's tied for first on the team, along with the 3 spot, Kendall Lindemann. We'll see her next. So Partain loves to hit in her teammates.
Lopes defense definitely going to have to be on their toes against this Golden Gophers team. They're sitting at a record of 13-8, while the Lopes are at 15-12. So the Golden Gophers definitely can hold their own.
Yep. Minnesota coming in, obviously the Big Ten Conference. They will not play Iowa here. They are obviously in the same conference in the Big Ten, so play later on in the season. 3 against GCU, a couple against Georgetown as that pitch misses 3-1. So Morrison in a hole here. Gave up a leadoff double and now about to walk the number 2 hitter. She's only got 4 walks compared to 8 strikeouts on the year, so would like to keep that number low. Did go, that's a strike anyway, and it's 3-2.
Full count on the board from Morrison. Can guarantee she's going to want to rack up some strikeouts here.
Yeah, that would definitely give her confidence to start off with the number 2 hitter and put them a little bit in more of an ease. That ball in the hole, that's going to be a base hit. Jensen's coming around third. She's got speed. She is in there, and the Gophers have struck again, and man, this team just looks so powerful, scoring in every inning but one in their previous game against Georgetown.
Absolutely. A little bit of frustration over by first base. Not exactly sure which player wanted to get that ball. Dietrich and Olsen both kind of halfway went for it, let it go past them, tried to get back to that base just in case, and Taylor Kay had to come back and bring it in for her.
Kendall Lindemann, number 3, steps in, batting .279, and that she also has 17 RBIs, 61 at-bats. That's 3rd on the team.
Golden Gophers with a very strong start. That right there is going to be another ball to the board for Morrison.
Yeah, I can't script it any better than that, really. I mean, getting your leadoff player on second base and then driving her in with the number 2 spot, that's exactly how you draw it up. And they still have no outs. Pitch in there for a strike, so the inside part of the plate called early here.
We saw a lot of those inside pitches the last time the Lopes played against Georgetown. Alexa Coons likes to hug that inside as well. There's another strike from Morrison. Counts now 2-2.
Yeah, and the off-speed pitch. And obviously, last game, some struggles using all 3 pitchers, but saving Morrison, knowing that she had to start here. So if she struggles there in a little bit of a pickle there, swinging and missing, no tag needed, and a strikeout there for Morrison, and she needed it.
There it is, that first strikeout of the game for Morrison. Hopefully the first of many.
And see if she can build on that 1 run in the top half of the first. Would not obviously be the end of the world for Minnesota. Their scoring against Georgetown went like this: 3-0, 2-1-1-1. 8 runs on 10 hits.
Definitely shows a lot of willpower for Minnesota. Like you said, only not scoring in one of the innings that game, and scoring at least once in every inning will add up. Those runs will add up, giving them that 8-run win, like you said.
And it's deflating for the opposition, really, as it misses high. The 0-2 pitch did. Deflating for the defense. You always go out in the field and you're letting up runs. I mean, even if it's just 1, by the 5th inning, it's even by the 2nd or 3rd inning, it's got to get old.
Absolutely.
On the way, that one a little too close to take. Not swinging early as Sydney Dwyer the first baseman and a senior.
Both pitchers tonight in their early half of their college careers. Amber Pfizer, a sophomore, Yesenia Morrison, a freshman. As that gets hits there and out for
Double
second.
play, they got it.
And at first.
Yep. Damage minimized, and so the GCU Lopes are going to try and get something done in the bottom of the first.
Men's basketball is just one win away from its first. Their friends' cars, got tickets, and drove up to Vegas this morning, or this afternoon even, and just to make it right in time for the game tonight, wanted to have as much GCU support out there for the men in the championship game against New Mexico State as they could.
Yeah, that's just really awesome to know that they have the support of so many of their students on campus making the trip. Of course, not the end of the world for drives, not too bad, but still a decent drive. 4 to 6, 4-ish hours, right?
Yeah, they even put a post on Twitter and on Instagram. It was about 4 hours and 4 minutes, the fastest route to get to Vegas. And they were saying, leave now while you still can before traffic builds up. And we're going to head back out to the field.
Here's Nikki Gonzalez talking about her leading off, 324-23 of 71, and I guess she's earned it, but it's been Lorianne Olson. Inside, first pitch from Pfizer with a 2.60 ERA, 9 complete games, 78 innings pitched. And of the 33 runs given up, 29 of them were earned, holding oppositions to a 2.11 average. She's working inside on the hands early for Gonzalez.
We were talking a little bit earlier, Alex, about what the strategy might have been in head coach Ann Pearson's decision to move Nikki Gonzalez up to first batter. And what I'm thinking is maybe she wants to kind of scare them a little bit and give them a hard hitter right off the beginning.
Swings and misses, and you said it best, I think, before we were talking about it up here, and it's really just Gonzalez can be thrown out there in any position and get a couple bases. You know, get a single, drop it in there for a double, and sometimes hit it over the wall, and you hit him with that. You know, Minnesota likes to hit him early. That one flied to second base, and the first out is grabbed by Partain.
We got number 6, Shay Smith, coming up next in that sweet second spot that she enjoys.
Still batting the same as her sister, 424. That's so crazy. Pitch on the way.
You're right, Alex. It is pretty nutty. Both of the twins have the same batting average, the same at-bats, and the same amount of hits.
I mean, you'd almost believe that twins are telepathic or something. I mean, something along that, basis where they do all the same things. They're thinking the same things. That's pretty eerie that they have the same number of hits and at-bats. Other numbers vary. RBIs just a little bit. Sierra leads there by 5, and slugging percentage just a little bit higher as that pitch in there for strike 2, 1-2.
Shay Smith with that 2-strike count. Probably looking to hit here.
Got to protect. Oh, off speed, way out in front, and there's 2 gone.
Strong pitch by Pfizer. mix it up a little bit and confuse her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it seems like that may have been the first off-speed pitch, and she was not expecting that at all. And now her sister Sierra is going to try it, and batting average C above, 424. Oh, that one missed it. Seemed like it was good inside, but good eye.
Sierra Smith ready. The count.
Well, that
1-1
pitch,
now.
yeah, got the outside. Nice pitch right there. We've seen some inside, some outside called, but that one was on the outside.
Lopes sitting on 2 outs. Have yet to get on base.
Want to respond. Yeah, want to do that to respond. There's ground ball to short over to first, and they got her. So the wheels from Smith is not in time, and the crowd doesn't like it.
That was a close call by the umpire,
But we will go to the second inning. 1-0 Minnesota.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit GCU.
Right fielder Maddie Houlihan steps in the 5 spot. Junior bats 175, having some problems. But she will try to lead off this second inning, and if history were to repeat itself, they would not score here like they did against Georgetown. But hopefully it doesn't, because that would mean they score in every other inning after this one.
like I was saying before, the Lopes are going to need to have some on-point defense for any balls that do get hit, as that goes a strike right there, 1-1 on the count.
Looks like it might have been off speed.
Yeah, like you were saying, Alex, the Golden Gophers get every chance. A hit right there, almost grabbed by Sierra Smith, just out of reach, but it will be a foul ball for strike 2.
Seems like that was... I think that was just too far out of reach. I think she got the best jump on it she could, and I mean, obviously a foul ball, but you'd love, against a team like this, you just love to snag those if you can. Obviously couldn't there, but
All
1 and 2.
Fancy plays are going to come in handy for sure.
Yep. Yeah, because now, foul, not extra at-bats, but if you can snag a couple of those fouls and take some at-bats away from these Minnesota hitters, that's what you want to do, because they all have capabilities to drive in runs at any moment. Up the middle, Morrison grabs it on over to first, 1 and gone.
That's exactly what we're talking about right there. That defense, that quick reaction time, that quick response time to any hits that the Golden Gophers put out. And just like that, the Lopes have 1 out.
Danielle Parlick, the third baseman, batting 186. She's a left-handed hitting senior. Foul.
Kind of a late call there from the umpire. Kind of rolled on for a good second.
I'd be disappointed in if any of our players still assumed that ball was fair. By the time it was already rolling there. Foul again. Kind of the same spot except opposite line.
Yep. Those are always interesting calls to see those little choppers that bounce up. Sometimes they're just outside and sometimes they're still in the box, and you really have to either pay attention or rely on the umpire to be as fast with their response and call time.
There's another one. Yeah, look at that. Oh.
And a missed grab by Morrison. It just hit the tip of her glove and pushed the ball forward as she was trying to reach down and grab it and pitch it over to first base.
And an error credited there officially. But, Dewey, we said it. You can't give them extra at-bats, and here is one here. Should be 2 outs. Now there's only one, and now Erica Roselle steps in. Only 3 runs batted in as the first pitch from Morrison outside part of the plate for a strike. Oh, and 1, and the batters really seem to be fooled by the timing so far. Just chopping it into the ground, maybe a little slower than they thought or a little faster, but nonetheless, Morrison is definitely working these hitters.
Absolutely. You can tell that they want to hit that ball with a lot more force than they're getting a chance to.
Nice
beautiful
play,
catch
no
right
way.
there, and that will be a double play for the end of the top of that inning. Beautiful job by Kaylee Dietrich. The catch for the out and tapping the base for the runner, Parlick.
None on the board, and the Lobes will try and answer. 1-0 Minnesota.
Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshops.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use the promo code GCUTV20 to get 20% off just for being a GCU TV viewer. That's Paint the Valley Purple and Lopes Up.
That last one, had she dropped it, I believe it would have ended up being foul, but caught it obviously, and the runner was off, so the double play opportunity and conversion there. But I think, yeah, had that have gone off her glove, or would she not have made a play, that would have just been a foul ball.
And that was just, you can't say it any better than that was just quick and accurate response time. She saw the ball coming towards her. The first instinct was to reach out and catch it and trust your ability that you can catch the ball. And she did, and then realized that she had the ball, tapped the base, and got Parlick out as well for the double play all by herself. And those are the kind of defensive plays that the Lopes are going to continue to need to have in this game tonight if they're going to beat Minnesota.
Yep, need plays like that, and that's why you put your fast reactions on the corners, and Jordan Keaton now steps in, trying to get something done here in the bottom of the second inning. That pitch floats in there, hits the ground for a ball, 1-0.
Jordan Keaton, the right-handed batter right here.
On the way into right field, tracking, and the catch is made out there by Houlihan for the first out. Good contact, but kind of missed it a little bit. Well, I just heard an eruption of cheers. Not quite sure why exactly. These Minnesota Golden Gopher faithful are loud.
Absolutely. And you can tell they're all probably very excited to be in a warmer Arizona as the first ball goes across the plate.
Gomez, a senior, batting .305, 25 of 82, 15 runs scored, 19 RBIs. Top 5 on the team as that pitch outside part of the plate. And this is for ball 2-0.
This is some very, very comfortable weather, as it is a very chilly 32 degrees in Minnesota right now.
Good versatility, checking the weather. I mean, put that in comparison. What is it right now here in Phoenix?
Right now,
For
63 degrees, a whole 30-degree difference. This is incredibly comfortable weather for them, I'm sure.
Yeah, and too, maybe the humidity makes it a little bit warmer.
Yeah, with the lack of snow that falls in Phoenix, it is much drier here in the valley.
2-1. On the ground.
Good chopper by Gomez.
Partain over to first for out number 2.
Quick feet by Gomez. Didn't quite get there.
It's like every time they get an out, crowd loves it. Lorian Olson steps in. Lulu is batting .304. Olson led off last game, now chops to short. Nice play made on the hands, out at first.
There's another one of those close calls by the umpire. The Lopes fans are not happy about that one.
Sarah, I'm a senior at GCU studying hospitality management. Since the program started, it's already grown so much. There's so many opportunities for students to be able to learn outside of the classroom. We have the golf course, we have the hotel, the restaurant. My professors are industry professionals. It makes me feel comfortable knowing that I'm being trained in relevant information. When you graduate from GCU with a hospitality degree, people know that you're prepared. I think it makes you better equipped to handle any situation. It makes you more valuable, especially here in Phoenix when there's so many opportunities. The best part about being a GCU student is just the fact that I'm in a community where everyone supports me and everyone wants to see me succeed. One of the things I love about GCU is just the importance they place on servant leadership. I serve in the children's ministry, teaching Sunday school. It's incredibly rewarding. GCU is helping me find my purpose.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian.
The Gophers will start it off with the shortstop, Allie Arneson. Bats 8th and still not through the lineup, so GCU has done a good job, only giving up 1 run. On the way, that pitch misses down low. So Morrison has thrown first pitch balls for the last couple times, but then she settles in and gets it right back across, just like that.
There was a check swing right there. We'll have the 1-1.
Way outside, and it's ball 2. Fortunately, no one on, so that doesn't really hurt him.
One thing I do like to see from Morrison, however, is she does like to take her time, whereas her other teammate pitchers are more hasty with their pitching, but she takes her time and she really zones it in right there. She gets a strike for 2-2, but she really takes her time to focus on where she wants the ball to go. As we said before, she doesn't have as much experience as the other ones, so she takes a few extra seconds to compose herself before she releases that ball.
Yeah, and that's a big, definitely a big factor. Calm yourself down out there and control the pace as 5th pitch misses. 3-2, it's a full count now to lead off the inning. Swung on and missed, and a strikeout for Morrison.
Had the same in the first inning. That off-speed pitch teasing them to swing a little bit, and a little bit is enough if you swing at all.
Yeah, well, she looked silly there. I mean, almost spun around and was looking at the umpire. And that pitch in there to lead it off against Caitlin Kemet-Mueller. Tough name to say, but we got it. Kemet-Mueller batting .094, 3 hits in 32 tries. Got to get this out here. Well, always got to get the bottom of the order, especially against a team like this. You got to work hard to get the bottom so that you can handle the top. 0-2 early. High.
One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out for the Golden Gophers right now. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Would not chase. Maybe trying to deceive her to swing outside again, but did not.
It looked just inside enough that she might have wanted to chase that, but there it is right there.
2 in a row.
That is the 3rd strikeout for Morrison, and we are just in the top of the 3rd.
Well, this is turning out to be a defensive battle so far. 2 1-2-3 innings for GCU, and only back to the top of the order now for the Lopes as a bunt. The speedy Jensen, she gets out of there so fast, and she rounded. Yeah, that single to get her across. She scored. It was just a single into right field, and she scored from second. She has to be one of the fastest players we've seen.
Absolutely. She just right now, even with the foul bunt, she took off and was almost basically at first base by the time they retrieved the ball.
That one misses, 1-1.
It's no mystery why Ellie Jensen is on the top of the Golden Gophers batting roster.
Oh, yeah. Speed and a base hit up
Beautiful
the middle.
hit right
She
there.
is 2 for 2. Right as you said that, she scorches one up the middle.
Umpire's calling it an
Oh,
out.
she was out of the box. I think she was out of the box.
Yep.
So GCU gets it out. 1-2-3, and they'll go to their bottom half. 1-0 still.
Experience the joyous energy of Anything Goes, the latest musical from the College of Fine Arts and Production. Catch the show in Effington Theater March 16th and 18th and 23rd through 25th. Tickets are available now at gcu.edu/anything. Very strange ending
Yeah.
to that top of the 3rd. But not bad for the Lopes as they'll get a chance to go up at bat again.
Moving through so far here. Pitchers duel. Morrison at 44 pitches. Pfizer about 30 pitches so far, but obviously still the bottom half of work to do.
So far in the game, Minnesota has been hitting 3 for 10 while the Lopes are 0 for 6.
Yeah, well, they've gone 1-2-3 both times, really. Nothing doing here, and now Taylor Kay will start it off here in the 3rd in the 7 spot, looking to get on base. Bunt pulled back. Good eye. Outside ball 1. Oh for 2 against Iowa earlier today was Kay. Second pitch outside.
Sitting on 2 balls.
There's the bunt put down.
Goes for that bunt attempt, yep.
Foul, though. That's Pfizer pitching pretty fast out there. It's getting up to these Lopes, I think, quicker than they're expecting. And I said that last game. against Allison Ducey, the Hawkeye pitcher, but it just seems like these pitchers are giving him a little bit different of a brand. Obviously, saw amazing pitching against teams like UCLA and Oklahoma. There's the bunt down by Kay. Picked up. What a play over there at third base by Danielle Parlick. Wow. Picked it up on the backhand, transferred it all in the same motion, and threw it over to first and beat Kay.
Very accurate throw and good catch by Dwyer over at first. Dietrich swings, and that'll be a foul right there for strike one.
Dietrich's the one that star right now in the GCU defense, the diving play and the double play. Only the 23rd pitch. Sorry, dude. Only the 23rd pitch exactly and officially for Pfizer out there. That's keeping it down so far.
Pfizer only has one strikeout so far.
Pop up in foul territory. That ball dropped. I wasn't sure what happened. Did she drop her glove with the ball?
I believe she tried to catch it and just didn't catch it in the right spot. The ball slipped out of her glove onto the ground as her momentum going downward kind of released that ball, but it counts as a foul for strike two and will keep Dietrich alive at bat.
Well, on the earlier game against Iowa, Paul Denuser and I talking about kind of the standard here at a Big Ten school, and that's got to be underneath that you have to catch that ball as Dietrich strikes out. But you can't give teams extra outs like that. I mean, an easy foul ball pop fly and really no excuse for not catching it.
Absolutely. And with no sun,
yep.
The house lights, the stadium lights, are not bright to the point and directed to the point where they're in the direct eye line of the person trying to catch a pop ball.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You don't see those kind of mistakes very often, and when you do, you kind of wonder where their head was at.
And yeah, we've seen it so much, but you don't expect it at the Division I level. I mean, still getting recruited to play, and Paul put it, a Power 5 conference, obviously. You have to catch those balls. But Pfizer able to get the strikeout, 2 outs now, 1-1 to Dowdle. Swung on and missed inside. She's been working that inside part.
We've been seeing a lot of that more this game as well. A lot of very powerful, confident swings going just not on the same level as the ball from both teams, Minnesota and GCU.
Swung on and missed. Another strikeout, and that is 1, 2, 3. 3 innings in a row now. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning. Still 1-0 Golden Gophers.
GCU offers more than 200 innovative programs across 9 colleges, which now include cutting-edge next-generation programs in engineering, computer science, and information technology. Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Hello, Phoenix. This is Jerry Colangelo from Grand Canyon University. You can join the GCU community by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. engage with industry expert instructors, and get the support you need to excel. I look forward to seeing you on campus.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit
Well, GCU back out in the field to play defense. Morrison back on the mound. 44 pitches. But GCU's offense really has struggled. They haven't gotten a hit, and they've gone 1, 2, 3 for each of their first 3 innings.
Absolutely. They've done a really good job with their defense out here right now, holding the Golden Gophers at bay, but the Lopes really are going to need to step up their offense if they want to if they want to win. Now they got the defense down, they need the offense too. It's a dual-edged sword.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're only getting one side right now.
Well, you can keep them to 1 run, an offensive team down to 1 run, but it doesn't help if you can't score 1 run yourself. Misses for the second ball. And so, leading off after Jensen got out, McKenna Partain. Squares to bunt, pulls back, and in there for the first strike.
Partain looking to possibly bunt. No, but it's a swing. Out to Taylor Kay.
Yeah, nice catch by Kay, coming in, charging the ball on the run. Those aren't the easiest catches, but she made it there for the first out.
Absolutely, and that's what we're talking about. Those catches are the catches you need to make when the ball is in the air and you can get underneath it in time. Those catches have to be made. An excellent job again by Taylor Kay.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's fair or foul. Honestly, if it's in playable territory, you got to make it as the first pitch into Kendall Lindemann, who struck out her first at-bat, is a ball, so 1-0. Pitch inside. That ball's been called a strike all day, but nothing there, and it's 2-0.
Not very often the pitchers have been pitching low, but that was one of them. I went a little to the outside for ball 3.
Misses again. Morrison trying to avoid her first base on balls, and it would be a 4-pitch one if a ball was pitched here. On the way, swung on and missed. A little dipping action towards the end maybe for the first strike.
It was an excellent pitch. Morrison had a little curve to it as well. Curve just to the outside, but it was just enough for Lindemann to chase. There's a hit right there.
Into left field.
Lindemann will secure first base.
A 1-out single. Puts 1 on here for Sydney Dwyer. Hit into a double play in at-bat number 1. That one misses, looked good. Morrison's wondering where it missed, but nonetheless 1-0.
Dwyer 0 for 1 today. An attempt to get Lindemann out. The count 2-0.
2-0 inside. Good for strike 1. So Morrison really trying to buckle down and get these next outs to keep the offense hacking away at it. Misses. 3 balls in 1 strike.
See a little bit of anticipation in that movement from Lindemann on first. A little antsy to try to get off.
Ooh.
And she will right there with Dwyer being hit by pitch. enforcing the move to second and first. Gonna have a little pitchers meeting on the mound with the infield.
Right fielder, Maddie Houlihan.
Maddie Houlihan steps in, runners on first and second. Dwyer on first, Lindemann on second. Sees a first pitch strike from Morrison.
Infield probably telling her just take your time, be patient with these pitches. They all know that she needs to rack up her experience and her comfortability on the mound, but they have full confidence in her.
Up the middle. Lindemann's coming home. Gonzalez got her. And over to third, a double play.
Another double play, third double play in the game today.
Wow.
To keep the Golden Gophers from getting any more runs on the board and progressing the Lopes into the bottom of the fourth. And on that note, support the dance department at the Spring Student Spotlight Dance Concert. Enjoy inspirational choreography performed by GCU students and celebrate the arts March 13th and 14th here on campus in Thunderground.
Well, that last play was really something else. Up the middle, the throw home. I don't know necessarily why they sent Lindemann. Lindemann not the fastest, obviously the catcher, and they sent her home from second on a shot up the middle. The throw from Gomez was absolutely perfect. Gonzalez threw the tag down, blocked the feet from touching home, and then had the wherewithal to get the ball up and throw it over to third for Dwyer, who was advancing to third, and that is why they have their third double play and are out of the inning.
Absolutely. Like we were saying before, the Lopes defense tonight needed to show up today to play against the University of Minnesota, but they absolutely have already done that. They came prepared. They came ready to go. 3 double plays in only the fourth inning. Absolutely incredible by the Lopes. And we're going to start at the top of the roster again with Nikki Gonzalez coming up to bat.
Let's see if Gonzo can do something here.
We want to see, now that we've gotten the entire GCU roster to bat at least once,
Swung on and missed.
we want to see some more. We want to see something from the offense tonight. We want to see some hits, some on bases from the Lopes, as their defense is pretty much carrying their weight right now.
Pfizer only at 31 pitches, swings at strike 2, and down in the count 0-2. Popped out to second base in her first at-bat and strikes out her second at-bat. A backwards K for Nikki Gonzalez, and it's another start to a 1-2-3 inning for Minnesota. So the Smiths really need to make something happen here.
Absolutely. Both Smiths were 0 for 1.
Strikeout for Shea. That pitch up and in. One and 0. Fouled off to the left side. Good contact though. 1-1.
And at this point, that's even seeing more contact with the ball, whether it's fouls or actual hits, is kind of what we want to see from the Lopes. We need them to connect with the ball more than they have been so far.
That one misses outside in the dirt. 2-1.
Alexa Coons warming up in the bullpen right now for the Lopes. Yesenia Morrison done an excellent job so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Only 1 run, 4 hits, and probably just not necessarily ensured she'll come in, just insurance. Not guaranteed, but want to be sure.
Giving the Lopes freshman a little bit of experience here and there.
On the ground in the left field. That'll be a base hit and the first one of the game for GCU.
That's exactly what we want to see from the Lopes. Patient, accurate, and smart hits to get themselves on base so that they can get on board as well. We're at the bottom of the 4th. And the Lopes are working their way to get some runs on there.
Now Sierra Smith with Shea on first. Trying to get a run home. Or at least get on base. 39 pitches now for Pfizer. On the way up the middle, snagged, tagged. And so Shea gone on the fielder's choice, and Sierra will reach. So that's a tough play. That one was bound for center field, knocked down by Pfizer, and sometimes that happens.
Yeah, it was a tough look from an angle, from our angle over here in the press box, but Shea zoomed right past Partain.
2 outs now. Jordan Keaton watches the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Swung on and missed. First strike of the at-bat. So Pfizer finds her groove again.
Sierra Smith sitting on first. Jordan Keaton batting now. Keaton probably wanting to hit that ball and either bunt it and get on base or get it far enough away that both she and Smith can advance the bases and get closer to being in scoring position with 2 outs on the board.
Well, I'll see what Keaton can do. 2 outs and 2 strikes on the board now, 1-2. Sierra Smith on first base and a pitch outside, 2-2. On the way, popped up, and that one playable behind the plate, and the catch is made. So a nice catch made. Ends the inning. So to the 5th we go, but 1 hit for GCU. They're starting to wake up, still trailing 1-0.
I'm Christian Talon, and I'm earning my bachelor's in information technology at Grand Canyon University. I really wanted to be able to integrate my faith and career, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to GCU. One of my favorite ways to do that is by being a part of the life groups on campus. It's a great place to come and study the Bible and have that community experience. Cyber threats are a growing problem for companies and individuals alike. A lot of resources online are under scrutiny of attack. I found it my purpose to try and help businesses and Christian foundations and defend themselves against those attacks. One of the great benefits of going to GCU is that we as students get access to the state-of-the-art IT labs that the university is setting up for us. I really feel like the professors at GCU have invested in me personally. They're always encouraging and providing me with the resources to further my own education and really just grow my interest and passion for technology.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit
Danielle Parlick starts things off in the top of the 5th inning. Air, reached by Air, tapped it back to the pitcher.
Morrison still up pitching. Adding on to the excellent job that she's done so far. 3 strikeouts so far. A beautiful catch up to
Nice
first.
cover.
Good out.
Yeah, they got her. Underrated play right there by GCU.
Nice double team by Kaylee Dietrich and Lorianne Olson.
You know, once you see the first baseman break for the ball, you gotta come over and cover first as a second baseman, and Olson did a great job of doing it. Chopped. Smith takes it and over across the diamond for the second out, and just one Morrison may need a quick inning.
GCU's defense is on fire tonight.
Yeah, they are. Especially against this Big Ten team that is 13-8. And Allie Arneson steps in, a strikeout victim her last time. Morrison's starting to really find the zone well now. Oh-1 in the dirt.
We talked about just how good Minnesota's pitcher was, but Morrison right now competing really well. Looking at the comparison, Morrison has 64 pitches to Pfizer's 45 and 37 strikes to Pfizer's 28.
Yeah, definitely great games by both pitchers, but we'll see who ends up coming out on top. Is this one chopped into hold of Smith? Nice job coming down across the diamond. Picked out over there by Dietrich, and that is the third out. So Lopes go 1, 2, 3, and they'll head to the bottom half of the 5th and try and get a run on the board finally. Still down 1-0.
Just like we give you all the information here, if you have any questions, GCU TV's latest series is here to answer them. Watch new episodes of Ask GCU every week on youtube.com/GCU and tweet all of your GCU-related questions to hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Well, will this be the inning that the Lopes finally break out and go ahead?
Excellent question, Alex. That hashtag is going to be answered very shortly, but my prediction is I believe so. The Lopes offense had a very slow start. They started to wake up a little bit the bottom of the 4th inning.
At least they got a hit on the board.
They did. They did.
That's where you got to start. I mean, you got no hits, but, yeah, waking up and hopefully fully woken up now, but we'll see.
We will start out with Lainey Gomez leading off here. Gomez 0 for 1.
Ground out to second, her first at bat.
That'll be a pop out to center field. Already an improvement in the Lopes offense as we get started here at the top of the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, that ball hit very hard, and no chance to catch that one out there by Pfizer. Getting it up the middle as Lorianne Olson now will try and move Gomez into scoring position. Misses outside.
One ball, no strikes. Olson trying to push her teammate forward. Hopes want to get a run on the board. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Way behind. Chopped foul.
Looked good. Good idea anyway by Olsen.
Yeah, the slap swing trying to get it to opposite field, into left field somehow. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off again behind it, but still getting contact.
Favoring that left field side, like you said, Alex. Thinking of a strategy, just out of curiosity. You might see them aim towards the opposite of direction that they want to run. As that one gets chopped up and dropped.
Play made it first. Wow, that was close.
Very close.
Fortunately, though, no double play, and now might as well be a sacrifice bunt as the runner's in to second, a chance to score.
That just goes exactly to what I was saying. You kind of want to hit the ball in the opposite area that you're going. She was trying to hit it towards the left side of the field as she knew she had to run right to get to first base, keeping it away from the vicinity of where she's at. As Taylor Kay looks at the bunt, but that ball will be off to the outside for the first ball.
Runner on second. Gomez has speed. On the way, bunt, pass ball. She's going to get to third.
Excellent move by Gomez. Lopes now in excellent scoring position. Looking to tie this one up. Two balls, no strikes for Taylor Kay.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. So, really, the infield in, you got to figure anything in the outfield, even an out, may score. Gomez, tag her up. Chopped. Oh, an error. She missed it, and Gomez scores. And so now a runner on first with one out and tie game.
There's some more liveliness by the Lopes in their offense. And as they're going to continue their offense going, University of Minnesota is going to meet on the mound, but the Lopes also have Mariah Valencia warming up in the bullpen. They had Alexa Coons earlier and Mariah Valencia now. Not sure if they're just keeping them warm just in case.
Yeah, want to get the lead here and pitch with the lead. You got a runner on first now. Try and advance her. We'll see what Dietrich can do. Only one out. You'd love to get the lead and make it 2-1 in the fifth.
Now batting for GCU, number 5, Haley Dietrich.
Struck out her first time, but looking to do different here. Up the middle, that one back and caught out there in center for the second out, but it gave it a ride. That would have gotten down, it would have been extra bases.
Left fielder, Maddie Dowdle.
Maddie Dowdle. Lopes making their way around and through their batting roster. 2 outs. Swing and a miss for Dowdle. That'll be strike one, as Taylor Kay still sits on second.
Getting to be crunch time now. Tied up here in the bottom of the fifth. Will obviously be the sixth coming up, and time running out here, so either team wanting to get something done. GCU with a runner on first and 2 outs, trying to do it here and take the lead and hopefully work with the lead, but they'll see. Pitch, swung on and missed. 2 strikes.
We really have been seeing a lot more missed hits from being just above or below the ball from both teams.
Oh.
And another one.
Striker out.
And that will be the end of the 5th inning. Lopes scored 1. Minnesota still won. We'll be back.
Earning your RN to BSN degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. Finding your purpose takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience delivering our accredited RN to BSN program 100% online. Graduate in as few as 16 months, learning from full-time practicing nurse faculty in small classes. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview.
Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Finding the right college isn't always simple. The choices I make today affect where I'll be tomorrow. That's why I chose Grand Canyon University. Here I'm working toward a greater purpose and a place that feels like home. With scholarships to help me earn my degree, I can graduate in less than 4 years. By attending GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university, I know I'm not just making the right choice, I'm making the smart choice.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable.
GCU getting on the board, so now it is a new game in the top of the 6th. We're already in the top of the 6th inning. Game starting at 6:30. Yeah, 6:30 and top of the 6th inning. That just proves the defense. 4 hits for Minnesota, 2 for GCU, and a chance for one of these teams to pull away here late.
Morrison still pushing through, doing an excellent job. Right there, strike 1 for Komet Mueller. We kind of knew going into this that it would be a pretty balanced match. That'll be a ball right there for the 1-1. Both teams taking down Georgetown by the same amount in the late GCU game and the previous Minnesota-Georgetown game. A swing and a miss for Komet Mueller. The 1-2. Both of these teams have fairly strong offenses and defenses. Lopes' defense definitely shining out tonight. And a foul ball for Komet Mueller. She'll stay at bat.
Hit hard. Hit very hard right there.
Morrison approaching 70 pitches tonight. That one goes a bit high. That'll be the 2-2.
Trying for the strikeout. On the ground, Smith takes it over to first, and a nice play in the hole for the first out. 4 ground outs in a row. 5 ground outs in a row for this Minnesota offense. Now we're back to the top of the order. Jensen's got to be careful to stay in that box. That one misses 2-0.
Morrison looking like she's trying to get her to chase just a little bit.
Bunt down, that's beautiful, and they got her. Wow, what a play, and a bunt attempt in vain for the second out.
A split second later, and that would have been a fair on base. Excellent, excellent throw by Gonzalez. Partain up again. And a hit over to short for the third out. And that will be the end of the top of the sixth. And if you're ever on GCU's campus, now you can enjoy coffee. Be on campus to enjoy GCBC's delicious coffee and tea. You can do it from the comfort of your own home.
Well, we are still deadlocked, 1-1, and only an inning and a half of regulation left. GCU going into extra innings last night. Of course, 10 innings against Georgetown, and the loss ultimately 6-5. The runner on second rule really behooved each team for 3 innings in a row, each team getting a run in the top and the bottom half. So just really got to hope that GCU can get something done here, because you got to figure that obviously maybe looking a little forward ahead. GCU obviously not wanting extra innings, but you know, GCU doesn't necessarily have the pitching that Minnesota does left. You know, they used them a lot in the first game against Iowa, so but we'll see. And Nikki Gonzalez steps in to lead it off, and they're back to the top of the order.
Gonzalez really wanted that one. Pfizer just a little low, but she did get her to chase that. Strike on the board.
In the dirt, and they just need a base runner to start things off. That's all they'll ask for.
Once the Lopes get someone on base, that seems to be enough motivation for the following batters to give a little extra to get them all the way around.
Oh.
Hard hit. Fouled off way to the left for strike 2. It'll be a ball and 2 strikes on the board.
Swung on and missed. Oh, man, I thought.
I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I thought. Well, it was a drop third strike. She had to run it out, and the first baseman dropped it. And I thought she dropped it and picked it up with her hand and was off the base, but I guess not. And there's the first out. So now here comes Shay Smith and then Sierra Smith. So if anybody you want batting, it's these two.
Both batting in the 400s. We hope to see something in this bottom of the 6th from them. That first pitch from Pfizer a little low over the plate for ball 1.
That one into left, just foul. They're way behind these pitches, but if they could straighten them out, I'll tell you what, they would get extra bases.
Absolutely. A lot of these hits have been off to that far left side.
One, no bunt, pulled back. Good eye.
Pitch was a bit high from Pfizer. Bunt probably wouldn't have gotten very far if she did hit that. Like you said, Alex, good eye for Smith. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out for the Lopes. And that'll be a 3rd ball.
All they need is a runner.
Pfizer taking her time. And a hit from Smith. And the throw over to Dwyer at first, and that'll be the 2nd out for the Lopes.
GCU starting to maybe feel extras, but one more inning and one more chance here with 2 outs. Sierra Smith. Misses for ball 1-0.
Sierra Smith taking her time, but wants to get that ball and connect, get on base. Or pull a miracle out and hit a homer.
Yeah, right. One swing of the bat. Take the lead. Let's get someone with speed on base and see what you can do, even with 2 outs.
Absolutely, that's one thing about the Twins. That'll be a swing and a miss strike right there. That's one thing about both the Smiths is that they're fairly well-rounded. They hit and they can run, they can take off. They both have the wheels to do it.
Yeah, Pfizer just deceiving the batters still, and she still looks very good up there. On the ground into right field for a base hit. So that's what we said. Now we'll see if Jordan Keaton can work some magic here late in this game, the bottom of the 6th, with 2 outs.
Number 22, Jordan Keaton.
Jordan Keaton is 0 for 2 up at her 3rd at bat. And you can tell she's itching for something. This is where she needs it.
Swung on and missed.
You can see it right there, the determination to hit the ball. Swing was close, but just not close enough. Strike 1.
That pitch in there for a 2nd strike, so it's 0-2. Looking to stay alive here. Outside, doesn't chase, good eye.
That would have been the pitch right there for Pfizer to throw right down the middle. Maybe at off speed to try to get that strikeout, but just doesn't get it there.
Fouled back, still alive.
Smart to hit that ball, keep herself alive. It's the one thing about baseball and softball, you foul it off as many times as you need to. With 2 strikes, and you'll be able to come back and do it again. We do a little transfer of the softballs here. Jordan Keaton still at bat. The count 1-2, 2 outs for the Lopes.
One and two on the ground. Over to first, and the sixth comes to an end. So, one more inning of regulation before we're headed to extras. 1-all.
My name is Anthony Perez, and I earned my master's in education at Grand Canyon University. I feel that the degree program at GCU definitely got me ready and prepared me to be an agent of change, so that way I can lead my classroom to find innovative ways of solving the problems in education in the state of Arizona. Grand Canyon University definitely has a vibrant campus that has many resources that are accessible.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Back for the top of the seventh inning here. 1-1. Morrison still on the mound. And the 3 spot for Minnesota up. Kendall Lindemann, this is a dangerous part of the order. She is 1 for 2 today.
Absolutely. Like we said before, batting at the beginning of this, batting .279. A very strong batter for the Golden Gophers. First pitch, strike 1.
That one misses. On the way inside, almost hit her. Would have been surprised if that got called a strike, and now it's 2-1. Oh, that one's, not a strike, 3-1. So, can't walk and get a base runner on here in the top of the 7th.
Umpire probably saw it going a little high. Lindemann hits way out.
And that one's gone. A top of the 7th inning, no out shot by the 3 spot Kendall Lindemann, and the Golden Gophers have taken the lead back again.
The Lopes defense did well so far, but in the beginning of the game, an on base, 1 run, and now in the top of the 7th, a home run to add another run to the board for 2 runs to GCU's 1. Sydney Dwyer will come to bat and will get hit.
In the knee. That does not feel good, and Morrison really flustered out there now. That home run was sent a mile into the sky, and they're going to see a pinch runner at first, maybe.
Yep, looks like they're sending out.
I can't be the only one that sees the Minnesota coach with the sun hat on. That's different. I'm all for. I mean, some coaches like to do their own thing. That is certainly something that that's unique and one of her own. So
absolutely,
sun hat. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I love it.
Now I can vouch for the sun hat. It's a comfortable type of hat.
Yeah, but not one you often see in college sports.
Very true. Very
you
true.
know, as a coach, but hey. looks good as Houlihan steps in here. No outs, runner on first. Action in the pen is Valencia. Misses for another ball.
The Lopes doing so well to hold back the Golden Gophers from scoring the entire game until now. Again, a pop-up hit, almost caught by Sierra Smith. The diving attempt, it was just out of reach again. And that will be a foul for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike for Houlihan. And Minnesota is going to keep on trying to add more runs with a bunt right there.
Nice bunt. Runner over to second now. They want the 2-run lead as they have a runner in scoring position, only 1 out, but Houlihan did her job.
First base runner, Macy Gill, gets over to second. Perfect strike right down the middle by Morrison for strike one. Just outside. That'll be the first ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One and one. Swung on and missed. 2 strikes and looking for a strikeout to get the second out. One and two, tap hit. Smith over to first, safe. First and third now, 1 out.
Minnesota putting more on bases. Gill on third, Parlick on first. They are now in scoring position. Lopes are going to have a little mound meeting, trying to help reset and refresh Morrison, as Minnesota's going to have a little meeting as well. They probably want to add more runs to their score as well, secure their lead. Minnesota is ahead by 1 run, 2-1.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely wanting to shore up that lead. 2 runs in a game like this, huge. So 1 out and a good chance for the Golden Gophers to make this a 2-run lead.
Number 15, Erica Roselle.
Roselle will be up to bat. Minnesota still with only 1 out. Runners on third and first. And Morrison to pitch. A bunt right there. And
no
safe
play.
And a score.
Minnesota 3-1, 2 in the top of the 7th, and now first and second. And going to see a switch for Minnesota, and there's not really much you can do. You just got to cover and try and get it out here. Manageable spot. Alex Velasquez is going to step in with an out, and 2 runners on as the pinch hitter for the Golden Gophers.
Pinch hitting for Minnesota, Number 9, Alex Velasquez.
And just a reminder for all you watching this softball stream tonight, the men will play New Mexico State University Aggies in 2 minutes. That game will begin on ESPN.
The final of the WAC Basketball Championship. Tell you what, if we win, go into March Madness. Nothing else needs to be said. In there for strike 0-2. A strikeout would be huge here for Morrison. Get her to 2 outs.
A solid hit.
On the ground looking for 2. Gets the lead runner. Yeah, so the force at third, and there's 2 outs now. That's a smart play made.
Keep them from scoring at all costs again. Smart by Sierra Smith to step on that third plate.
Komet Mueller, the 9 spot here, and you want to get her out, get to the plate, and try and get these 2 runs back, if not more. Pitch in there for a strike.
Morrison still in the game, has not been shut down yet, continuing to fight through.
Oh,
a swing and a foul. That'll be strike 2 for Komet Mueller.
Yes, that's when baseball kids have played at US Bank Stadium for 13 years. Baseball field's all turf except for home plate pitcher's mound and softball only the outfield's turf. Actually, played at US Bank.
0-2, 2 outs. And a swing right down to short.
Aaron.
Missed by Shea. And that'll be another run for the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Yeah, that's a big error and a big time right there for Smith. You can't let that happen. Just an Ole right under the legs. Got to help your pitcher out and help Morrison get out of there. But now this is going to be a 4-1 lead for Minnesota. And as if GCU hasn't struggled enough, they're going to have to get 3 runs just to bring it back to even in the bottom of the 7th.
Ellie Jensen up to bat right now. First ball, second ball, and 2 outs. It's going to be dangerous for the Lopes to go up against Jensen right now. She's proven quite resilient in this game.
2 for 3. And should be 3 for 3. She was, well, yeah, I guess it should be 2 for 3, but out of the box, she's 1 for 3. But out of the box for that single, so called out. And she'll get a walk here. Bases loaded.
Dangerous position for the Lopes. They do have 2 outs, however. If they can make a play here, they can keep the Golden Gophers at the 4-1 lead. If not, more will be added on.
Yeah, and you figure Morrison's going to try and get out of this, and if she can't, Valencia not in the pen anymore. As that pitch from Yesenia misses for a ball. She's got to find the zone. Fouled back.
There seems to be
a
race.
Stampede for the ball. Look at them.
A race
7,
of children.
8, 9, 10. Running down to get it. I hope they know they don't keep it. Not a souvenir, but at least they get to grab it. 1-1 into right center field. That could be trouble. Off the wall, 2 bounces. That's going to clear the bases, and this thing's a blowout at this point. 7-1. Minnesota has opened this thing up. And here comes Valencia to try and get one out.
New pitcher for GCU, number 18, Mariah Valencia.
Valencia coming on to try and seal the damage, and it's too bad. GCU in the game all the way until the 7th inning, and this Minnesota team blowing a 6th spot in the top inning to really put this thing away. GCU will see what they can do in the bottom of the 7th, but obviously a miracle needed, and maybe even more.
The Lopes kind of flustered after that one. Mariah Valencia will come in to pitch and finish off the night for the Lopes. 7-1.
Number 23, Kendall Lindemann.
Ball one. Lindemann got the home run last at bat. Chopper.
In this inning. That was this inning.
In this inning. Wow.
Yeah, can you believe that, right? That was the top of the inning, and GCU has just spiraled out of control from there. One and two, need this strikeout. Just get out of the inning and try and finish up the game here on the bottom. Fouled up, that's going to be
right on top of us.
And there's a stampede. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 this time. A herd of wildebeest. 1 and 2. Hitter. Oh, no. That hit off the dirt and bounced a different way, fortunately. Two and two, 2 outs. Foul ball.
And that is on the outside for ball 3. Full count, 3-2, 2 outs.
Got to find a way to strike her out. Just get out of the inning. Come on. Will yourself to throw a strike here and get her out. Do not agree with that 3 and 2, but
Lindemann still at bat. And she will be walked and put on first. Partain on third, Lindemann on first. 2 outs. The game kind of slowing down a significant amount as the Lopes continue to try to stop the Golden Gophers from scoring anymore.
Just got to try and find a way to get an out here. Get the last out and go to the bottom of the 7, take your hacks, and prepare for tomorrow's games. Not even swinging. Got to find a way to get the ball over the plate. Can't get the ball over the plate right now. One and 0 in the dirt. An unfortunate collapse by this GCU team, imploding on themselves. Can't get out of the inning and trailing 7-1. Can't find the strike zone. 3-0. And the inning continues. 6 runs. Still 2 outs.
Almost want to say that you wanted to keep Morrison in.
Finally a strike thrown. Even if you take something off, make sure, just get this over the plate. Find a way to see if the hitter can hit it to your defense and let one of them make a play. Fouled off, and that one trailing. Foul.
Another foul ball. And Lindemann will stay.
Three and 2.
And there is the
left
hit.
field.
And that will put another
8-1, just throwing salt in the wound for GCU. Starting to blow them out here in the 7th inning. Swung on, missed. Oh, 1 pitch. Cross the plate for strike 2, and finally ahead in the count. Now need to find a way to get this batter out and get out of the field if you're GCU. Up the middle again. Hits Dietrich as the cutoff, and Minnesota is having batting practice.
now 8-1.
Don't know what they're meeting about. No reason to meet. Just making her overthink. Understand you're trying to give confidence, but just let her pitch out of this. 7 runs. This can't feel good for GCU. This has got to hurt their pride a little bit. Bases loaded now and a chance to really get blown out. Off her leg. And a run scores, so it's now 9-1. And the runs continue to pour in.
And it's tough for Valencia, not even just getting hit with that, but coming into this inning.
Well, at this point, I mean, not sure that they can even get out of this inning. Maybe consider throwing a positional player in there, just trying to get it across the plate.
Gonna give her a few moments to readjust here. Ball came at her and hit her in the leg pretty hard.
Should be good to go.
It's good to see head coach Ann Pearson, although the game kind of taking a turn for the worst, still looking out for her players, making sure they're in their best shape.
Kaylin Krieger steps in here, hoping to get a couple RBIs here. And put them up by double digits. Regardless of how many runs are scored here, GCU still has to bat in the bottom of the seventh since they're the home team. So gotta watch yourself. This could get pretty dangerous and ugly if you can't find a way to get an out here. Misses the zone.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, still 2 outs for Minnesota. And a swing and almost a catch, but a miss as no one got to the ball. And that will be another run for the Golden Gophers. 10-1 now is the score. And bases are still loaded.
Well, Minnesota just beginning to embarrass GCU here in the ninth. 9 runs, it's 10-1, and an absolute blowout this game is. 11 hits to 3. And the play is made, so the inning comes to an end. The play made at second and keeps the ball in front, able to throw it to first for the out. So to the bottom of the 7th, this game over, but GCU wants a couple more hacks. 10-1.
If you are visiting campus this spring, why not stay at the GCU? A tough break for the Lopes at the top of the 7th, allowing the Minnesota Golden Gophers to score 9 runs after holding them to not scoring in 5 innings after their 1 run in the first inning and then giving up 9 in the top of the 7th. The Lopes are going to have to pull a miracle out of their helmets tonight.
Yeah, that's true, and 12 hits. Of course, several plays that weren't considered errors, but that needed to be made that weren't for GCU, and as a result, a 9 spot for Minnesota. Now GCU just looking to get a hit or two before this thing comes to a close. Hopefully start focusing on the games tomorrow here and not make this trail on for too long so they can get some rest. First pitch misses for a ball. Pfizer trying to get the complete game, 3-hitter. Looks like she will get it, at least the complete game. And a hit into left field, so GCU is aboard to start the 7th inning.
Strong start so far, but we're not certain it will be just enough.
Yeah, too little, too late, it seems. Can't let up 9 runs in the last inning and expect to win any game, regardless of the score. Just a lapse in focus, maybe, and pitching, just leaving pitches over the plate. And in the end, that top half of the 7th was batting practice for the Golden Gophers. This one caught out there in center field, and the first out recorded. So 2 more, and this one will be in the books.
One struggle for the Lopes is that throughout the game, the defense had been doing an excellent job, but the offense struggled virtually the whole game, whether or not they hit.
This one's caught out there in center field.
Beautiful catch by Jensen.
Yeah, that's that speed we talk about, and the second out. So Minnesota 1 away from a 10-1 win here and blowing out the Lopes.
Ellie Jensen proving to be a force to be reckoned with on offense and on defense for the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Now Dietrich steps in, and what could be the last batter. GCU ahead in their game 12-10 against New Mexico State. If you're not already, head over to that after this one. Of course, you wouldn't be hearing me if you weren't on this one, and you had already switched over, but thank you for staying with us here. Down to the last out for GCU. That pitch misses. Two and 0. Swung on and miss. That one about to hit her. Not sure what deceived her there, but definitely would have been a hit by pitch if she didn't swing.
Yeah, you never want the ball to hit you, but in this kind of situation, the sacrifice might have been worth it. But that will count as her first strike since she did swing, and that'll be 2 balls and a strike on the board for her.
Several times she's done that. She's swung when it's about to hit her, and certainly needs some more plate discipline. Needs to practice those balls inside and turning in or getting out of the way. Not the worst struggle to have, but certainly in need of a lot of practice. 2-2 down to the last strike. Minnesota looks to close it out here. Two and 2 outs. And the pitch is on the way. Not quite. Misses outside, and it's 3-2. Three and 2 pitch to end the game. On the way, fouled back. So we'll at least do one more pitch.
Dietrich doing her best to stay alive. Full count, 2 outs. Lainey Gomez sitting on it first, and she will be walked.
So just dragging the game out a little bit, but definitely wanting to finish this game out.
Taylor T-Tone pinch running for Kaylee Dietrich. So T-Tone will sit on at first.
Pitch running for GCU, number 7, Taylor Tito. Now batting, number 8, Bianca Bowling.
Now Bianca Bowling steps in and could be the last batter of the game, first and second. Gonzalez realizing she's either going to hit or the game will be over. She had her catcher's shin guards on. Pitch on the way, fouled back.
That one coming right directly towards us if there was no net.
Fortunately, there is net. Otherwise, we'd take a couple to the teeth so far. Oh, and 1. Taking her time out there.
Bianca Bowling is another GCU hitter who has proven to come out when we need her for some of those miraculous type of hits. Just like Nikki Gonzalez. Lainey Gomez on second, Taylor Kay on first.
1-1 misses, so Minnesota might need to try and look to a different pitcher. Struggling in there right now. It's Pfizer.
And that would be Taylor T-Tone on first, pardon me.
Just need to close it out right here. If you're Minnesota, fouled off, and now down to the last strike. 2-2-2. On the way, and outside, so 3-2, and maybe another walk to keep this thing going with 2 outs.
We'll sit at another full count. Bases 2/3 loaded. And Bowling at bat.
On the ground to first, and that one's going to be into right field, so a run will score. And so 10-2 in first and third. And now Nikki Gonzalez will come to the plate. 2 gone. Minnesota just needs 1 out. Never seen the first 6 innings go so fast and the 7th inning go so slowly.
Caitlin Acton coming in to pinch run for Bianca Bowling.
But the Minnesota defense has been very, very bad in this 7th inning. Seemingly letting everything through except for that play out there in center. So poor lackadaisical play from Minnesota. Probably the reason why this inning keeps going, but GCU will take it. And for Minnesota, want to finally make a play, a routine play, but we'll see. Gonzalez fouls that one off. 8-run game, 2 outs. Minnesota down to their last out. It's what separates the good teams from the great teams. The good teams will give up runs and continue to let the opposition come back. The great teams put them away.
Nikki Gonzalez at bat.
0-1. Nubbed off. 0-2. Again down to the last strike. Minnesota has not been able to capitalize just to shut this thing out. Can they do it here now? 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pfizer looking for the put-away pitch. On the way, fouled off again by Gonzalez.
This is that position where if you're the batter, you're going to swing at anything that you think you can just to foul it off and keep yourself alive just a little bit longer. And hopefully bait the pitcher into throwing you a good pitch.
On the ground, this could do it. Over to first, and it's over. So 10-2 is the final, and we'll let you get over to the GCU New Mexico State WAC final game. We will be back tomorrow. Iowa at 11 against GCU. Catch it here on GCU TV. Thanks for watching. Alongside Dewey Jeffries, I've been Alex Larson. Follow GCU on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow when the Lopes are the WAC Conference champions. Good night.